Gentlemen, welcome to Leo's Live. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sharaf from Aqua Properties.
My name is Vitaly. I'm from Ukraine. I'm in Dubai for more than 10 years. I work for Aqua Properties Associate Director I'm in Aqua for the last 7 years.
Okay. So you've been here 10 years?
10 years in UAE. I was in luxury retail 2 years. I came in 2014 in Abu Dhabi. And then since 2016, I'm in real estate. I started working for developer. Tamak Properties was my first job, and then I moved to Properties 2017.
Okay, the school.
The school was very good.
School of Real Estate.
Very good school. It was very good.
Excellent. What about yourself?
I jumped to the real estate. I was working in the hospitality. Only in the Corona pandemic, I've got the offer from one director to join the company. I joined, so I worked 3 months, and then I get to go to work in my company, which is Aqua Properties. And now 4 years in Aqua Properties.
Right.
So Corona, it was a good chance for me to join real estate, which I grew up, and I make good numbers in the real estate, and I really enjoy it.
Good. So you've been in Dubai 10 years. You've been in Dubai?
I'm in Dubai 9 years.
9 years.
9 years.
So tell me about your Dubai experience. What you were thinking of Dubai in comparison to where you originate from.
Of course, I'm from Morocco, so of course, when we're talking about Dubai, we're talking about the dream city, which is safe and secure, and everyone can go in and out within 24 hours. You can grow up in your career, you can get more opportunities, which I mean now. So I need to give you a big vision with the future, connection, and you get to know more nationalities, more colleagues. Yeah, so I feel 100% my right decision to stay in Dubai.
So this is your home now, yeah?
Yeah, it's like my home. Whenever I went back home, then I'm just excited to go back again and again and again.
I know that feeling.
No, 100%. Here now, I consider Dubai as my home. I bought my property in Dubai. And when I came initially, it was not my plan. My plan was I come for 1 year, I make some certain amount of money, I go back to Ukraine. Okay. But then...
that's everybody's plan initially.
Yes, initially. Then I worked 1 year in luxury retail in Abu Dhabi duty free. It was... at the beginning, it was interesting, but then I decided it's not something, there is no potential for the future. Every day is the same, night shift. And then when I moved to real estate, I see the opportunities. So for me, I think Dubai, it's hashtag opportunity. And for people who are motivated, who want to achieve something, I think this is the right place to be. I was in US also when I was a student, 2010, 11. But I think now Dubai is better than US and the opportunities. Before it was American dream. I think now it's Dubai dream.
Dubai dream.
Dubai dream, 100%. Yeah. Especially for young people in the real estate industry. We have examples people in examples here. In 2-3 years, they become millionaires in real estate. Where else is possible? So I think it's a great place.
I think so. I think it is the land of opportunity now. It's no longer America or Europe. I think Dubai is definitely taken over.
Considering the safety, security, no taxes.
Absolutely. I think security and safety is very important. I think
from UK you can confirm that. What are the stories I hear in UK? It's unbelievable.
It is. So I think that's I've spent a lot of time in Europe as well, in various cities in Europe. And I think it's the same all over Europe. I don't think there's obviously some places are safer than others, but I do think there's a general pandemic of violence and bad behaviour.
Yeah.
Whereas here, not at all.
Exactly.
I've seen it. It's surprisingly calm, in comparison to other countries. I lived in Australia as well, and that was the same. Sydney was the same as London. I think all big cities have that element to it, certainly in Europe, America, or, as I say, Australia, whereas here, everything is very calm. I think also that, people who haven't been to Dubai and have the wrong impression. I think they think, it's very quiet and very safe because it's so severe and it's so strict, which it's not. I said, you have a set of rules, you have a set of laws, and which are not onerous, not difficult to follow. Yeah. In fact, it's probably harder to break one of them than to stay within them. But I think that's an understanding that is starting to get out there more and more. I think people are starting to understand that you can have a life and a family life in Dubai, not just here, as you say, for 4 or 5 years to make your money, go back to your home country and buy your property. I think it's people are now understanding more and more. It's about a fantastic lifestyle.
Yes.
Definitely. Like and nowadays, like as long as I receive inquiries from the client who's looking to buy properties in Dubai, in the same time I'm receiving inquiries about how to live in Dubai, how to move and stay in Dubai. So it's become like something which is like normal in our daily basis.
And more and more now, like before, I think 2018, 19, most of my clients, it was like India, Pakistan, Arabic GCCs are the main buyers in Dubai. But recently, I think a lot, first of all, from Europe, but also Canada and US. A lot people from Canada and US, they move in to Dubai, they buy property and they want to relocate to Dubai. And most of my clients, they complaining about how it's not good and not safe to live there. And especially, and it's wealthy people, like people who have businesses, for example, which were blue clients from Canada. Like they say, it's much, much better in Dubai. So,
well, I have an 18-year-old daughter. She started coming here when she was 16 when I first came over. I'm only here 2 years, so she started coming over then. And I have never, ever had any qualms or worries about her getting in a taxi, going to the mall, no matter what time of day or night it is. So I've never had those issues. Whereas if it was in Europe or the UK or certain countries in Europe, I wouldn't be comfortable with it. Here I'm comfortable. She's gets out, gets a cab, goes to the beach, does a thing, comes back, goes to the mall, meets me somewhere in a restaurant. It's, I have no worries whatsoever.
Yeah, like before, and people talk about Dubai safe, secure, like I didn't pay much attention to them. But then when I went to Europe and I had some situation, like for example in Greece, they almost stole my baggage from their car. Like I was like, wow. And then like you start to appreciate this, this thing. So,
well, that whole ethos I was never aware of for Dubai before I came to Dubai. Like I'd never heard outside, when I was in the UK or anywhere else, that Dubai is really safe. It's only when I got here that I understood that.
Yeah.
So I think that message has got to get out. Yeah. It's going to be a bit more widespread than it is at the moment. And we all know it's very safe, but I think the rest of the world needs to know how safe it is. And obviously, your clients and the people that you interact with, it's a message that you're giving to them.
Exactly. And nowadays you can see the ranking of Dubai when it was one of the second top safe cities. I think now it's the first safety places that you can stay and live in.
Oh, absolutely.
And this give more impression to the international client or international people that would like to move on to Dubai.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the school, security, lifestyle, for me, it's not just I'm living in Dubai. Yeah. That's what people they think.
I thought, and sometimes I don't think it's even about the facts and figures. So it's about how you feel when you're in the city. Yeah. The city feels safe. Yeah. It feels secure. So I think that's as important as anything else. Yeah. Numbers in these kind of situations, I don't think are as relevant. I think it's how you feel in that city, how comfortable you feel in that space.
Of course.
Which I think is very important. Now we move a little bit on to real estate, because that's why you're in. Tell me, what's happening? What's exciting?
It's interesting time. I think since end of 2020, since the COVID, how the market picked up since end of 2020 and 21 and up to now, and it's there are cases, for example, the properties in America doubled the prices, and people who invested the time in the COVID times, it's a great place. I give one example always. For example, one of my friends, I remember 2020, and he had one villa on Palm exclusive for sale. Garden home 4-bedroom. They were struggling to sell it for 9 million for 9 months. 9 months they couldn't sell it. Finally, one Chinese guy, he bought it with a mortgage. So he put, let's say, 3 million, after 2 years, now even the last year, the value is 22 million of that villa. So imagine if he sells that, he get 12 million on invested 3 or 4 million. So it's 400% return on equity. So, and so many cases, people who bought and especially leverages of the mortgages or payment plans, double in their money. So, and there is no reason for market to stop. Some of my clients, they seem when you think market will go down, why it should go down? What's the reason the market will go down?
I get asked that question all the time, and my answer is, I don't know.
There is no reason.
I don't see any, exactly. So I don't see any, I said, look, the only reason the market will go down is people keep talking about the market going down. Yeah. That's conjecture and conversation. I said, there's no other factors that I can see that can cause that to happen.
And also, whatever is bad happening in the world, unfortunately, people come to Dubai and it's increasing demand for the property.
Well, people, that's two things. Number one, the money's safe, and number two, they're safe. And they're knowing they're moving to somewhere where they can live a good lifestyle, a good and safe lifestyle. So it's got everything to offer.
And one of the things that makes me feel so sorry for the previous buyers, when they were asking, I will not buy now, I will buy when the market goes down. And it was like clearly the market will never go down and will never. Because in Dubai, it will be affected only when there is like big crisis like Corona pandemic. Rather than that, the market is going up. We can see even the rental now. It's always increasing. And now in Abu Dhabi, they was like last week, that the rental will be increased 30%, which is normal. Like we don't shock as a real estate agent.
Also, I think it's very exciting to be here now because you guys and us as developers are involved in building a city. We're at that stage of a city that is developing, and it's such an interesting time to watch that city develop and watch those different areas, as I say, develop. Moving from JVC, Dubai Land, all those areas now coming up. So it's an interesting thing to watch. And I'm sure when you were here 10 years ago, what was JVC like then?
It was completely different. It was, like even now, but I specialize in of plan for, let's say, all my career. I started in developers, and then when I moved to brokerage, so my main focus is of plan. And then for me, honestly, it's like a pleasure, like satisfaction when I sell off plan, and then I see this project completed, and we look over with the client and the community, getting ready. Like it feels so nice. And for example, sometimes at Ryan Business Day, I felt like I was selling that project when it was off plan when they launched, and now people are living there, and it feels so nice.
I think something that's really nice is that and I've done this in the UK where we've completed a project and literally the client has come to move in and the van's pull up.
Yeah.
And you're standing there with the keys to give to those people and the excitement with the family and the children of moving into a new home. I think that's, it's very rewarding.
Yeah.
Very rewarding.
Some really is. I'm like so pleased, like when I get a call from the client, hi Sharaf, can you help me to do my snagging and my handover? Then when I will check, when the property got bought, I'm like surprised how come it goes very fast. Yeah. And now I need to go and have the keys and assist the client to get his handover. It's like, wow.
You see, and the master communities in Dubai, for example, I remember when I was working in the AFC in 2016, so I was driving my high road every day. I remember the Dubai Hills, it was like so much construction and everything. And now like it's like a small city, like small town, and everything is completed and you go there and it didn't exist like 5 or 7 years ago. For example, I live in Damac Hills. When I used to work in Damac 2016, it was all under construction. Now it's a beautiful community. The golf course, the park, you walk there, and then you remember how it was like 8 years ago, 7 years ago. Of course. Yeah, same like, for example, then GVC, also Arjan, like I remember 2017, 18, it was like maybe 10% developed or 20% developed. Now it's like taking shape. It's a community. So
one more example about communities, talking about Damac Hills too. I was like, when I was offering it to my client, some of them, they were like, oh, it's far. And prices was low a bit, which is fine. Now, can we check? You will get double prices from the original price now in Damac Hills too, and you will not get the units. And now it's not far anymore.
Yeah, even the location-wise, what was far like 7 years ago, it's not far anymore. Yeah, it's like, it's 30 minutes drive, for example, in UK. Yeah, but 30 minutes, 40 minutes, it's nothing, right?
Instead of driving an hour and a half or 2 hours to attend a meeting for 20 minutes.
Exactly. True. And here, for example, Dubai, you're building projects also in Dubai Land Residence Complex. Yeah, Dubai Land got 6 lanes each way. There is no traffic. So 15 minutes you get there. But before it was all Livan, Dubai Land. It's like out of the city. And now
we've got there's the Weybridge collection. We're ready to launch our third project in.
Yes, it's a perfect location. People who work in downtown Business Bay, honestly, it's 15 minutes, maximum 15, even maybe in 10 minutes you can get there.
So about Leo's development, I remember really when I was here when they launched their first projects, which is Hadi and JVC. Yeah. And I made a video in your sales center and I got more inquiries. Then we're like, who's this development coming up? So guys with a good background from the UK. And then there was like a lot of people here and a lot of agents in the launch day. I remember very well. So it was you doing the speech day.
Yeah. The man and the CEO, yeah.
Exactly. And then I'm like, yeah, it was fun. Now I don't really remember the time passed very quick. And now we are here that you are coming with something really crazy coming up in the market.
We've got a few things coming up. We've got a number of launches coming up this year. Certainly before the end of the year, we'll have 3, 4, maybe 5 launches. And one of our one that I'm really looking forward to is a project called Knightsbridge, which is in Meydan, P11, which is townhouses and villas. And it's our first townhouse and villa project. And I think it's special. I think there's something special about it. I think you really like it when you see it.
Yeah, of course. When I'm talking about Meydan, it's a prime location.
I think
Tell us more about it.
I think you're going to appreciate all the design elements that have gone into it, the thought that's gone behind it, the design inspiration. Obviously, it's as I say, it's called Knightsbridge. It's named after one of the most prestigious areas in London, which is Knightsbridge. And we've tried to use some of the take inspiration from the architecture in Knightsbridge, and bring a contemporary feel to it in the project I made that. But I'll show you the more about it after the podcast. But I think you like it.
Sounds good. The thing is that in Meydan, before the launch, we are always getting inquiries for Meydan. In a new launch and big demand in Dubai, it's always townhouses and villas. That's the small product, and which has high demand from investors, which is fine, which is good.
And that's one of two tennis and villa projects we've got coming up. I'll tell you more about the other one at the next podcast we do. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So talking about here, so how many building now? Hadley, and so four towns.
Hadley, Weybridge, Gardens 1,
Garden 1.
JVT, which is Cavendish Square, which is one of my favourites actually. It's a beautiful, it's a small building.
Yeah, it's like more stylish.
I think it's a beautiful little building.
Yeah, I remember I gave a presentation.
And then there's Weybridge Gardens.
Weybridge Garden, to which I
and then we've got another one to add to the Weybridge collection.
In Dubai.
Yeah. But the Weybridge collection at the moment is made up of Weybridge Gardens 1, Weybridge
Yeah,
Gardens.
some other style.
That's the Provence edition. And we've got Weybridge Gardens 3, as I said, coming up, and that'll be the Alps edition.
Alps.
And that's, that'll be the Weybridge collection. There may be something else, I'm not sure yet.
Nice.
Something else.
So talking about the nationalities that they are investing in Leo's development, can I have a clear idea about what type of nationality is the most, like, if it's not a secret?
No, it's not a secret.
Okay.
We have a lot of French, British, a lot of Indian, certainly local, of different nationalities locally. It's such a wide spread of nationalities that we have interested in it. And I think that's to do also with the European and British quality that we bring to the building. It's created a lot of interest. So as you know, it's Dubai, and obviously because of the other factors in Europe and the rest of the world, Dubai has been focused upon. So you have more and more nationalities looking at Dubai. So I think your market spread is bigger, isn't it? It's larger. There's a bigger market.
And now, for the last few years, a lot of residents, they started buying properties in Dubai. Not like before, because before people like, I come here for 2 years, for 3 years, they're here. But then they realize how much rent they pay in. And then, like, if you take a mortgage, you pay the same amount for your own property. Or, like, if for people who can get mortgage, is like, if you go for the payment plan, now developers, they offering post-for payment plan. And, okay, maybe it will be a little bit difficult at the beginning, but at least you have your own property in Dubai. So that's why more and more of my friends also, they started buying properties, and even for the brokers also. Before, like, in my opinion, like, the brokers, like, if you didn't buy yet, it should be your target to buy. But when I hear from the broker, like, I'm not planning to buy in Dubai, like, how are you going to sell in Dubai if you're not planning to buy yourself?
I mean, you look at... my mother used to always say, your money's safe in bricks and mortar.
Yes, 100%.
So your money's safe in property. So, if you buy your own property, live in one property, a lot of my friends have got numerous properties here and in the UK because they feel it's one of the safest investments.
It gives you peace of mind.
Exactly, and the ROI, and then obviously if you need to, you can sell it. It's a safe investment. It's something, unlike perhaps the stock market or the money market or, crypto or whatever, at least the property is something tangible and solid that you can...
I have friends who didn't buy property. They were made good money, but they invested in, like, stock market, crypto. And, like, if you compare it to people who bought the properties, like, they lost. Sometimes maybe they gain a bit, and consider the inflation, like, maybe they stay with the same money. But in my opinion, the real estate is like a hedge against inflation. So if there is high inflation, the property, it's the first that will go up in value because the cost of labor, cost of the materials, construction. So, and then you get in the rental income. And even the worst case, let's say market is bad, prices go down, you don't lose until you sell. So it's like stocks, or crypto, you don't lose until you sell. So if you keep it, always the market is cycle.
If you stay strong and hold on to it.
You hold it for 5-10 years, like eventually 99% it will cost more.
That's a very tangible asset to pass on to your children,
Yes,
your family. You know, it's a very tangible asset. So I was going to ask you, what do you guys do outside work?
For me, I'm a big traveler.
Yeah.
I visited 54 countries. So last week I came back from Spain and Portugal.
Okay. Yeah,
Was,
like it.
153 and 54. So it's my main passion is my real estate. I really like, because in my opinion, real estate is not a job. It's like a lifestyle. It's like 24/7. And
So it
real
is,
estate is and real estate and travel. So travel, I went to this year. I went to Japan.
Yeah.
This year I was in Norway.
Yeah.
So a few years ago I was in Iceland. So I have
Reykjavik.
a list of the countries I want to visit. And I think last year I was in like 10 countries or 12. This year already maybe more than 10. And I think like 5 in Europe. So it's my one of the biggest passion. Yeah.
That's it, right.
Travel, and also I play golf a little bit
Okay.
and paddle tennis for last.
Oh, I really want to play puzzle.
It's fun. It's fun, and I'm still like maybe a beginner or like a medium intermediate, but it's fun. I play once a week or twice a week. I really enjoy it. So and it's good exercise also.
I mean, I train a lot, and I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But I see the paddle as even running down at Kite Beach. Sometimes I'll run down there, and it's like I want to play. I just
Fun.
never
It's
kind of
fun.
get
It's
the
fun. It's competition fun. It's nice.
Well, we're going to hold we had a Leo's paddle competition.
Okay, I will join. Yes.
Yeah, we had one already. We're going to have another one, so we'll invite you.
Gonna show
So-
your skills.
So it's within brokerage companies.
Yeah, we get the brokers. We we'll put it out, and whoever wants to,
Okay.
we get all the names together. We put together a like a playlist or a league, and then we'll.
Okay, I'm in.
But
Yeah,
I am, to be honest, I am more on this football.
Yeah.
So I play football and I do modeling for sometimes.
Right.
But my main baby is the real estate. So I enjoy my life in real estate. I achieve my naked summary was from few development in Dubai.
Yeah.
So real estate life plus modeling and football as well.
And football
Of course, if there is a competition of football,
Were you here on Sunday?
of course, definitely, I'll be here.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
The Saturday. So we'll be showing all the games from now till. I mean, I'll get them to send you the schedule. We were robbed on Sunday against Newcastle, where the goal was disallowed. Did you see that?
Yeah, the Premier League, it's booming now.
Bournemouth played Newcastle,
Of course.
and it was a 1-1 draw. But we had a goal disallowed. They said it came off the arm. It actually came off the shoulder. I'm sure of it. And so it ended up being 1-1 draw instead of 2-0. But every game, we're going to show it on the big screen, and we invite you for food and drinks to.
Wow,
It's refreshment.
This is cool.
But I think it's nice. I think it's and then you get guys from different brokerages, different companies coming in, meeting, socializing.
Point to socialize and to meet people. Like it's important, even like brokers, to get to know each other. So, for example, a lot of new agents now on the market, and like they struggle to do well yet and close deals. But networking is the most important, and even not only for the clients, but also for the brokers, because especially agents who do in the secondary market, like when so many deals happen in agent to agent. So I think, in my opinion, networking, it's, I'm doing this for, since I joined real estate, for always going whatever events, whatever is happening, I always go. And sometimes, like one of my biggest deals, when I realized I met these people on the events, and it was because I had few partners, like a lawyer, a banker, and one woman, she's a lawyer, and another one, she's doing the consulting company formation.
Right.
And one of my biggest deals, I sold in house like 23 million. And I met her in one of the events, and then I knew her like for 2 or 3 years, and then she contacted me. I have this client, and
Nice.
it was a deal like in 1 week. I didn't even see the client. So that's the power of networking.
So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. How can a good developer positively impact people's lives?
Yeah, I think first of all, it's delivering a quality product, which I think in your case, it's one of your main objectives, to deliver a quality product, so one of the main points. And second, also the property management and community management in the future, once they've been handed over. So I have so many examples when it's a good product was delivered, but when it's because of the poor maintenance and facility management, they not taking good care of the building. So I think once the job of the developer to appoint the right company to do themselves, once the building handed over, to take care of the facility management and make sure that everything is well in the building. So I think these 2 points.
Exactly. Talking about facilities, that's the most important here in Dubai. So, of course, the end users or the investors, they are looking to be surrounded of a good environment. facilities, amenities. This is why the developer itself has to take care from A to Z, from the handover until the taking care of the amenities.
And there's so many examples that the same quality, let's say, of the building, let's say Marina, let's say 10 years old building. So one is that everything is nice and the rent is like 20 or 30% higher because the developer or the property management company or facility management, they take good care of the building. So it's in good shape.
What's your wish list in a building? What would your wish list be? What would you like to see most in any building that you were to sell?
All the amenities, the cleanery, and adding more greenery to help on the sustainability. And of course, security, of course, there is always security in every single building in Dubai. That's it. And then if there is like sometimes courtesy calls from the building management to the clients, so that will help a lot.
So the good customer service and always someone, sometimes, I think we can give an example, of Emaar, when that was the flood in Dubai. So it was, they were, there is no, they're not supposed to do it for people, for community to fix it for free, but still they did it. So there's something extra to do, this extra step for the residents, for the owners to, if something happened, to take care of the building and their properties, like a kind of a warranty for the investors.
Okay. Why do you think if construction quality is so important in a building, many developers choose to compromise on it? Why do you think that is? Do you think that's becoming less so now?
Well, there are so many developers in the market and so many different contractors. Like some of the developers, they just, so there are like, I know there are levels of contractors, grade A, grade B, whatever. And when you launch the project, then you appoint a contractor, right? So sometimes the developer, they choose whoever give the lower quotation, But if it's a lower price, means it's a lower quality. So that's why, in my opinion, I think it's important who is the contractor for developer and what's their track record. And sometimes, in case where there is a new developer, but I know there is a good contractor doing the project, so that you can be sure that you can what to expect, what kind of quality to expect. And not too important for developer not to compromise on this quality.
Absolutely. I think you're right. I think there's also a second part of that. I think we're very experienced as developers, certainly outside Dubai, in the UK, for example. And my background is 25 years construction facing. I was a construction director in the UK, so quality is very important to me. And in fact, even in the UK, we used to have our directors slag the buildings as well. So everybody in the business has an understanding of the quality and the standard we expect. But second to that, I think no matter who the contractor is that you have, it's down to us as a management team to ensure that they are providing the quality that we expect.
And this is why sometimes when we want to sell that project, we need to ask the developer which contractor they have signed contract before offering the project to the client. So this is one of our main tasks to do with every single buyer in Dubai.
No, absolutely. Well, I did we did some filming down on site, down Hadley Heights. Last of the country, the last slab, the last floor goes on next week.
I saw some pictures like it's going quick.
Oh yeah. So next week is the last.
So when you expect the dollar on the next?
Oh, Q2 next year.
Q2 next year.
25.
Early, Q2 25. It's early.
That work.
It's. I think we are possibly a month ahead with the schedule at the moment. I'm saying that now with all the finishing, etc., you want to take a little bit more care, so it'll be on time. We don't cut corners. We look at the end of the day, the two USPs are simple: deliver what you've sold or what you've promised to the clients, and deliver it on time.
The developer, they're not delivering on time, and also for us as a brokers, like when you sell the product and then it's not handed over on time, you are the broker first, the client contacting the broker, why it's. That's why we like to deal with the developers who
No, absolutely. No, and you're right. That's what you need to do, because I think no matter what the developer develops, you as a broker are still making a promise to your customer.
Exactly. And sometimes sometimes my client they don't know anything about developers. They rely on my opinion. So that's why for me it's very important to choose the right project and right developer, because I had cases before when I sold with some of the developers that there were some problems, and I wasn't a problem either way, yeah, with my clients. So that's why it's very important to.
This is why Geo's like it's not just coming up with a project. It's coming with that experience from the UK. So those guys are knowing what they do exactly.
Exactly. I mean, we as I said, we went down the site last week, and myself and Ray is the chairman, and we had a walk around site, and we filmed some of the walk around, and we were looking at, there's 2 apartments now, show apartments that will be completed
On the side.
end of September. It's completely just waiting for the joinery
Amazing.
to finish, so people can go and actually see. This is, there's the show flat. That's what you've seen. Yeah. This is it on site. This is it made. This is it built. And I did a short video on just showing the type of things that we look at to snag. Mm-hmm. We look at to show. So one of the things for me is socket heights and switch heights. Mm. Yeah. Right? I have to. It's something that if I'm in a hotel room and I'm lying in bed and look over and it annoys me. Mm. So what I would normally do is because I came up through the business, so I was a site manager in one point. Right, so I understand the whole process of what we go through to build a building. So I'll put a laser in the middle of the room which pings a line around the room. And it will be set at the height of where the socket should be, the top of the socket should be. And then I look at all the other sockets. If they're not the same height, I make them move them all to the exact height. Because it's not hard to do right first time.
And also for the developer, when client comes for snagging, so if developer do the right job from the beginning, make sure everything is perfect.
Exactly.
So you don't need to do the snagging to fix it for 2-3 times, because some clients are very demanding and they have right to get what they were expected to get. And for developer, it's much easier to do it from the beginning.
The ultimate goal is to be snag free.
Yeah.
That's the goal. Exactly. It's there can always be something, but it's only minor. It's only minor, if anything at all. We try to be absolutely precise in what we deliver. Useful. I was going to ask you one more question. Have you ever been to a construction site? Have you ever walked around a construction site?
All the time. And for me, it's fun also because I have a YouTube channel as well, so I'm recording videos usually from developer's office and from the show apartments, but it's nice to go to the site also and to show the real construction what's happening. So I like to go to the sites. Sometimes I go with my clients too when we buy in the unit. Sometimes the client, I want to see the site, I want to see the construction, especially if the project is already under construction. Yeah. Because most of the time when we sell, it's nothing yet, nothing to see.
It's just a piece of desert.
But if it's already under construction, or at least to see the construction of the previous projects and to understand. So I've been to construction sites many times, and this is what I like to do. Not only to go to see the show apartment, beautiful in developer's office, but also to see to go to the site.
Last week, I get my client check-in, and then she told me, first time I come to Dubai, can you take me to the site visit to see that I really bought an apartment? Because sometimes clients, they don't believe.
Just see the papers,
I took her to the site visit, and then this is your project? Yes. Then we spoke to the security, then we get the anticipated handover date. Then we will just, because of course, it's not safe. And then she looked at the project, like the construction going on. And then she was like, that's just after taking stories and stuff. So
you go, that one, that's the floor you're living on.
Yeah, there, and then the body is there, over there, and then the kids play area. It's fun. It's fun.
It's very exciting for customers, I think, to actually see
and to experience
that physical process going on.
My home before and my home after.
That's it. Also, I like most of the developers, some of the developers, they send the construction update to buy it. It's a good price. So
we send it out, I think it's either bi-weekly or monthly.
It's a good idea.
I receive it from Elias. I receive quick.
Nice. Always. Not all of the developers doing that. I think it's very important, especially for overseas clients, for international buyers.
No.
Like they see what's happening, what's going on. Of course, there is application, there is REST, you can go to check inspection, but not everyone know how to use it. Go to this REST, you need to register and log in. So when developers send a construction update by email, I think it's
also it's not always up to date.
Yeah, because usually
it goes up percentages.
Yes,
it goes up percentages. So and every milestone they show, but we show it literally as the floors are going.
Especially if it's from the drone, like nice video from the drone.
Exactly. If they take all the past construction updates and put them one on top of the others, you can actually see the building growing.
Yeah.
Which is great. Guys, any questions for me?
About your new
worker ones.
For me, I just looked at your launch. It will be on the 29th. Right? For your,
well, we have a soft launch on the 4th of September.
Yeah, you promised us to show them.
Yeah, we'll show you that project. No, but any questions in general about the business, about, not just particularly about the projects,
I think like all clear. Everything is clear. It was really nice to see you. Nice to have you here in your beautiful States gallery, which is fantastic. Really, fantastic.
Yeah, you like it?
Beautiful.
I think it's
I think you're doing a very good job.
Good.
I think it's a really good space.
I
I think
love
everybody enjoys coming here. So
Nice. It's like in the hotel lobby, like a bar in a lobby. You already prepare the coffee and tea.
I think we said at the very start, you know, it's not only your office, it's your office too. You come here and use the space. Please do. Bring your clients here. Come and use the space. Sit down here. Come and have a coffee when you go.
Really appreciate it.
That's
Yeah.
Gentlemen, unless there's anything else,
That's all.
thank you very much for coming.